What's up, guys? Let's see. This video is not gaming related whatsoever. It has nothing to do with any video games at all. Um, Nobody really watches anyways, aside from a couple of friends and family, so um, deal with it. If you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. It doesn't. It's just me talking about me. Not really me, but talking about my life. Let's see. It's been a little bit of a rough week. Nothing nothing really crazy happened. I just been getting turned down a lot lately, and it's just gotten to me. And I had a rough morning, and I made a stupid post on Facebook about how frustrated I was. And the first person to message me this morning was my little brother Connor, asking if I was all right and everything, just being a good brother. And I told him what was going on, how irritated I was about everything, and he just told me to keep my chin up and everything. But even though he was trying to cheer me up and be positive, I was still pissed off all day. But let's see. He told me. Let's see. I don't want to start there. Connor, my little brother, is my #1 viewer. He watches more of my videos than I watch. He's watched more than I have of my own stuff. He's always in my chat. Every time I open it, he's in there. And he makes the numbers on my YouTube look better than they actually are. Most of them are just from him. And I didn't expect that. I didn't even plan on doing as much as I do on my YouTube until I found out that he enjoyed watching it so much. He's definitely the one who watches more than anyone. Oh man. Where was I? Not well. I guess it's for a long time. Connor was into drugs, and there were suspicions, but never any confirmation until there was. And once there was confirmation, we discussed what our options were, and he decided that he wasn't going to be able to do it by himself, and so Connor went to rehab. And I was so angry when I found out. I had to go in the morning and make sure that he was packing his clothes and everything he needed to go to rehab. And the only thing I said to him that whole entire day was when I walked up, I saw him there smoking a cigarette, and I said, "How do you feel?" And he said, "I feel like shit." And I just told him, "Good." And I didn't say anything else. I just sat in there in the kitchen while they were packing and just making sure that he got it done. And I was supposed to ride with them to go and drop him off, but I didn't go. I didn't go to drop him off. But after about 2 weeks in there, he was able to participate in his first family night of the week, and we all loaded up and we all went there. And the first time I saw him clean and sober, he looked like a completely new person. He looked like a brand new man. And that whole entire day I was just fighting back all the tears. I was so happy. So after seeing how well he was doing there, I I went twice a week, every week, the whole time he was in there, to do whatever I could do to help. Now he's graduated from rehab, and he's in a sober living house, and he told me, we talk on and off stream, he told me that he had a job interview this morning, and I just gave him pointers because I've been to a lot of job interviews, so I just told him things he should do in his interview to help his odds, I guess. And I linked him videos and stupid shit like that. And I knew what time he had to go into his interview this morning, and so I still texted him and told him good luck right before he was going in there. And when he texted me probably half an hour, 45 minutes later, and told me that he got the job. And he's a little bit over 100 days clean, I think. Close, anyways. Someone I met who works in a rehab recently told me, well, I found out recently that somebody I know works at a rehab, and I mentioned in passing, oh, my brother just finished rehab. And she said, oh, that's great. And I said, yeah, I was so fucking proud of him. And she told me not to be proud of him. She told me I shouldn't be proud of somebody for not fucking up anymore. And, honestly, fuck that. I am so goddamn proud. That he has gone through what he has gone through. I'm so goddamn proud that he has become what he's become, and how positive he is and how healthy he is right now. Because what he's going through is a fight for his life. There's no alternatives. It's either quit, die, or end up in prison. And he's gone through more already than I probably ever will. I've never had to fight for my life. I've had close calls with certain things, but I've never had to actually fight for my life. I've never had to do something or die. And it's not something that's cured, it's not something that ends, it's something that he's always going to have to deal with. But every single thing that he'll do from now on will always be easier than what he's already had to do. He already knows, I can do at least this much. And the whole reason I'm doing this, making this, is because there's such a huge stigma that comes with addiction. And it needs to stop. Because the reason there's such a huge issue is because people are so ashamed to admit when there's a problem. And so they don't do anything about it, and nobody else knows about it, so there's no help. And that just needs to stop. Because it's something that most people just can't do alone. And if nobody knows, then nobody can help. And the only reason I'm doing this on this page is because this is the biggest platform I have. This is the highest mountaintop that I could shout it from. Even if I had 10 million subscribers who didn't care, I would still make this, and I would still do it the exact same way. Because I want as many people to know as possible how proud I am. So even if this YouTube channel stupid thing does turn into something big, this will always be one of my earliest videos, and it'll always be up here, and I'll never take it down. So I guess that's all I wanted to say. And I know he'll probably be the first one to see this, and he might be the only person to see it, but that's okay. But I just wanted to let everybody know that I am proud of him.